What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tiffany from Huiyao Laser. I've been facing a lot of questions from our audience that's why you didn't see me for a while. So frankly, recently I've been tremendously, incredibly busy. Multiple projects are happening at the same time, so I apologize for that. But now I am officially back online. So from now on, I will posting more of the line introduction video, so stay watched. Okay, so in today's episode, I'm gonna give you another introduction of Huiyao Laser latest version of prismatic module pack production line. So without further ado, let's go. For the first workstation, that will be again for the cell automatic loading. In previous version, the robot arm will grab only 4 cells and then transfer automatically on this belt. But in this version, we upgrade this gripper, which allow the robot arm to grab 5 cells at one time to be transferred on this conveyor line. After the cell on this conveyor line, we have a QR code scanning camera while taking picture and scanning each QR code of the cell and upload this QR code cell information to the MES system. Okay, going forward, this is another developing point that I want to share with you. Okay, sorry. So previously we have 3 workstations in this stage: OCV detection, NG rejection, polarity detection. But in this version, we merge 3 workstations into one. So we have OCV detection mechanism in the back, and after the cell is being detected for voltage and inner resistance, the gripper automatically transfers the cell to the next one for the polarity detection. But if we testing some cell is NG or not good, not meet for the requirement, the gripper will also automatically transfer the cell to the NG buffering place, where allow the operator to rework on the NG cell. So you can see from 3 workstation, we upgrade into 1. So here will be the good cell, and also it's being testing for the voltage and inner resistance. Over here, the operator will apply the strip glue on the top of the cell. So that will be, this will also have like 1 operator or 2 operators. So allows operator work, this kind of like a working section for the glue applying process. And then for the next one, once the cell is being applied, the glue on the cell, the number 2 robot arm will grab cell to be located on the stacking table. Again, the stacking table, we have double layer. Each layer can hold up to 16 cells. So going forward, and then for the number 3 robot arm, will grab stacked cells, sometimes 8, 10, 12, 13, 16. Grab the cell and then transfer into this pressing workstation. So this is how operator is doing in this section. So once the module is reached to this tray, and then it will automatically transfer to this position, and the operator will press the button over there, and then the cylinder will automatically pressing the cell into a module. And then before pressing, we will also install this kind of steel belt. Because different kind of client, your BESS design is different. So sometimes we'll have like 2 steel belts or 1 PET belt with 1 steel belt. So it depends on your request. It's both supported on our line. So let me just leave it here. Okay, so that will be for the pressing workstation. After pressing, the same robot arm will grab the module and then transfer back to the second part of the line, or what we call the module line. The first part will be what we call the cell line. Here will be the module line. So in this section, once the module is being transferred by the 3rd robot arm on this part of the line, the operator will using this QR code scanning gun to scan each QR code of the cell and in binding the cell into a module code, which means binding cell code into a module code and a printout like code like this one. Most of the time this will be a sticker, and then the sticker will be applied on the module like end plate or steel belt. It depends on the working process. Okay, so after binding, that will be our standard workstation. For the first workstation, after cell binding, that will be terminal pole photography, which we will have cameras to taking picture of each terminal pole and then generate QR code and then uploading to the system. And then the rest of the workstation can use this QR code to work on the battery cell terminal. So that will be terminal pole addressing or photography. And then for the next one, that will be insolation detection. The reason we have this workstation is when you do the pressing, sometimes it might damage the cell, or sometimes it will make disconnect of the cell. So we will have this workstation that will be insolation detection and also testing for the voltage and inner resistance. And then we are also using Huiyao key tester in this workstation. Okay, so this will be insolation detection, or aka ISO testing. After ISO testing, this will be, I'm not sure if you have enough room. Here will be laser cleaning workstation, because when you receive the cell from the cell manufacturer, sometimes the terminal pole will have dust or electric lights or fingerprints or any other material. It will cause the unstable laser welding result. So in this workstation, we will use 200 watts laser to clean the surface of the terminal pole to make sure you will get a stable laser welding result. Okay, and then for after laser cleaning, in this workstation will allow the operator to manually install the CCS on the battery module, but because from here, because each project, CCS and bus bar is kind of like a different design, so that's why for this workstation, we will have like a manually operate process, and it will not slow down the process. Okay, so the last one of the line is laser welding. As what we are preparing for the laser welding, all of the step is to make sure we will receive like stable laser welding result. So this will be our laser welding workstation, and then most of the time the CCS or the bus bar, the thickness is like around 2 millimeters. So we will using like 6 kilowatts laser to do the laser welding. And there, I found another thing is really interesting is what we call the first fixture. When we do kind of like a commission stage, this first fixture will allow us just using like the battery pack. This will allow us only using for the battery cap on the top, and then only do the test welding. You don't have to damage or testing or damage the real cell. So this is what we call the first fixture. We will give it our client as well, based on their cell design. Okay, laser welding finished. For the rest of the process, that will be after laser welding, there sometimes has some dust. So, and also you need to control the laser welding quality. So here will be a section allow the operator to manually check for the welding point, and also we will have like a vacuum in the back to clean the terminal like surface. And then this section will be EOL detection. In this section, the module will be tested their overall voltage, overall inner resistance, and also their temperature, and also BMS in this section. So this will be what we call EOL testing. So after EOL testing, we'll officially kind of like module is being finished assembly, and it will reach to this section. So the reason we are having this mechanism is after the module is being assembled, the module will be transferred to the pack line automatically. But this is holding the module pretty tight, so this will kind of like losing, give me more space for the gripper. So that's why we have add this in the upgrade version of the line to give me more space to the gripper, and then the robot arm will grab the module, automatically transfer to the pack line. Okay, so till now, that will be for the 12 ppm line, battery module assembly line. So now we are going to for the pack line. The pack line is actually pretty simple. In general, it can divide it into, let me think, like 3 parts. Because for this client, their products are liquid cooling battery energy storage system. So the first part that will be dealing with battery pack lower case. Looks like this one. This will be for the liquid cooling battery pack. So the first part of the line in this section, that will be lowercase loading, lowercase cleaning, and a lowercase air tightness testing. And also over there, that will be lowercase glue applying, like automatically applying. And then after applying, this rubber arm, as we mentioned earlier, will automatically transfer the module into the pack lowercase, into this section. And then we already discussed the first part. The second part, that will be for the operator to assemble most of the pack components. It will be around this section, like in this part. Okay, and then the last part, be careful. So when all the components is being assembled on the battery pack, the rest of the part, because the rest of the part or the last part, that will be all the testing, like UL testing or whole pack leakage testing, and also charge and discharge testing. So after this testing, you will receive like the whole pack, and then you can directly assemble the pack into the container or cabinet. So this will be for the whole line introduction. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any question, just feel free to reach out to me by this email address and WhatsApp. So I guess I will see you in next episode. Bye.